Hi everyone, welcome back to Coronal Blossom Volume 1, Episode 20, and based on the achievements, I'm pretty sure I'm coming close to the end of the story. Well anyways, in the last episode, Keiji passed out because Arne reminded Keiji of his mother. As a result, Shino, Kumiko, and Arne had to bring Keiji to the workshop, and for some reason, Shino called Kanade-san about it, and I think she made it sound really bad to the point where Kanade-san had to come over. So she's a lady who was running the Tatsumi Bats earlier, and when she saw Keiji like that, she really misses Keiji. It reminded her of the times when she took care of Keiji as a little boy, and Kanade-san really wants to go back to those times. But then again, Kanade-san also took care of Shino as well. But anyways, it's now the next day, and I wonder what's going to happen today. So Arne's just giving us a blank stare right now. Okay, so it's the afternoon, in the middle of work. So as usual, Arne silently observes me while I go about my tasks. Hey, I'm Arne. Can I talk to you for a sec? So what is it? Oh, now you see that Arne's little hair on top, it turns into a question mark. If you want to watch, that's fine, but take your little body out of the pipe. It's distracting. Oh. So once again, Arne went to the pipe to stay cool in this heat. So Arne goes back into the pipe and is like, how about this? No. Don't stuff yourself into the pipe entirely and then peek out like that either. It's kind of scary. Yeah, it's like spying on Keiji and the others. Well, she got out of the pipe, but where did she go? Oh well. I pay her no further attention and continue working. Okay, so a large number of maintenance requests are due to come in over the next few days, and I want to finish the tasks at hand while I still can. Well, that way we can all enjoy the firework display without any worries. Oh, so the display. We haven't really gotten to that yet. Okay, so how's this machine coming? So I'm pretty sure Keiji's the one that's tested it now, instead of Kumiko. And I wonder where Kumiko is. Now it bothers me even more. So what's wrong with the machine? Okay, so Arne popped up from nowhere, and she's like, Keiji, you're selfish. So Arne comes out and speaks to me, her body split in half. Hey, what's up with you? You've been watching me work more intently than usual. Do you want to try your hand at it? No, I'm okay watching Keiji do the work. And last time Arne tested a Vork's machine, she went all crazy with it. And even though it got Kumiko excited, I'm pretty sure the owner, Tetsuji, was not happy about it because they're goofing off instead of working hard. Huh? Me? Wait, why? So I think Arne is concerned. She's basically using Shino's ideas, or having Shino's thoughts, and it's like, you're overworking yourself. Hey, what the hell? Where did that come from? Obviously Shino. So the artist like, do you want me to answer? Oh, so she's asking him, so why do you like to work? Like he's like, I like it. So Arne puts her hand on her chest. Oh, so Arne does remember about all those bruises and cuts that Keiji has. And then when Keiji mentions that he likes to work, it makes it sound strange. It's like, so even though you have all these cuts and bruises, you still like to work? That's kind of odd. And that kind of... So you kind of risk more injuries when you keep working like this. I consciously hold my breath. Oh, I get it now. My feelings are getting through to her. I almost forgot about that. And I wonder if she also experiences the discomfort that's creeping all through my body. And also, Arne remembers about Keiji mentioning that he doesn't really like the work. Like, well, I don't really like machines that much, but I just tinker with them. So doesn't that contradict what you just said earlier? So Keiji's like, I'm not contradicting myself, I'm just not compatible with machines. So I wonder what, or how Keiji relates to machines. Like, does he really like the machines or not? Or, what's keeping him from enjoying, or what's bothering him? So I think it's like, Keiji's like, well, I like machines, but I'm not really good at it. So yeah, so it's like, well, when I work on machines, it reminds me of something, and he starts to feel sick. Okay. So it's like, well, if you get sick from touching machines, why do you still work on machines anyways? That's kind of odd. Well, if you... Oh, you know why. If you can tell what I feel then. So I have a feeling that, Keiji doesn't want to explain. It's like, well, if you can connect to me, then you can probably read my thoughts and I don't have to explain. But, I'm pretty sure Arne can't go that far. And she still wants to hear what Keiji has to say. Or maybe she knows that Keiji is hiding something. I see. She feels overwhelmed because she has some measure of understanding. When people don't really understand each other's feelings, that way they're not burdened with the extra baggage. Arne can sense my feelings for some reason. And all my baggage weighs down her pure, innocent heart. So how can I help you? And so Arne's like, how can I help you, Keiji? Arne! My chest tightens. So am I being much of a bother? Am I hurting you again? No, you're not. Arne, it's not like that at all. I am very happy that you're thinking this much about me, Arne. I'm just frustrated that I did not notice earlier. But I've got to keep it together. Or I've got to get it together. My heart is screaming for me to become a responsible adult as soon as possible.
Keiji, 困ってる?
So is it bothering you? Well, yeah, I'm super troubled. I'll admit that.
アルネのせいだよね。
So, am I being much of a burden to you, Keiji? No. I'm your adept, Arne. I've had to confuse Arne on the head and smile. She may be a little awkward, but for now, this is the best you can do. That's true. Well, I'd like to talk with you more, but I'm working right now, so let's talk later. Okay. Well, if it makes you feel bad to watch me work, you can go somewhere else, you know.
ここでいい。
But then again, if
ケイジ見てる。
Keiji sends Arne somewhere else, that's not gonna fix the problem, because then Keiji's still gonna be working, and Arne can still sense the pain that Keiji is enduring. I see. Okay, so she's all happy. She looks somewhat embarrassed as I pat her on the head in praise. She may seem like a spacey kid, but she's actually pretty stubborn. Okay, that's a good way to put it. I give a strained inward chuckle and go back into the workshop to finish up today's work. So I wonder where Kumiko is. So I wonder if Arne went to talk to Shino about Keiji's problem. Well, he likes machines, but he's afraid of working on them because he feels some kind of sickness. And maybe Shino can give some advice. Well, then again, Shino just tells Keiji to calm down, don't work too hard, and the such. So I finished my work and taken a bath. When I arrive in the living room, Shino and Arne are sitting across from each other. Shino's mumbling something while Arne is just spacing out. I was wondering, why were you mumbling? Playing some Shogi? Oh, like the Japanese chess game? So wow, she's smart. She can play Shogi very well? Okay. Well, how can Kumiko tell? It's well, I can tell that Arne has a pretty strong defense against you. I think she needs to explain to Kumiko how Shogi works. Well, it means she doesn't have any pieces that'll be effective against Arne's strategy. Well, maybe Arne's good at Shogi? Maybe she has a high ELA rating? Okay, so Arne was able to learn quickly by just reading a book on Shogi. And I think she has a really good strategy on how to win. But then again, going back to the chess analogy, computers are getting really, really smart at playing chess, and they were able to beat even the best chess players in the world.
やあ、4回目。次でシノの負け。
And Arne has given Shino so many handicaps, and it's like, well, I've let you take back your move 4 times, so this is your last one. Next time, no takebacks.
わかってる。ちょっと待ってね。
But usually if you
さっきはこっちで失敗した。
So usually if you let go of the piece, it's final, you can't move it anymore. So Shino leans forward and starts thinking again, and this is going to take a while. I think there's one professor that played chess, and he was able to beat the computer because well, he found a weakness, and when he exploited the weakness, the computer took forever to make its next move. And that was when computer programs were not powerful enough to play chess very, very well.
ケイジ、ここ座って。
So I wonder why Arnie's calling Keiji over. Hey, but that's your seat. I'm very bad at Shogi. I'm not playing.
いいから。
Please join me. Alright, fine. I sit facing Shino, who is currently glaring intently at the Shogi board. And then Arne comes closer and she sits down on my lap with a thud. So she wants Keiji to be company. Hey, what's up with you? Did you just want some attention? I just think she wants comfort. She wants someone to be at her side. Well, it's not the first time Arne has come over to sit on my lap, but she's never pestered me about it like this before.
懐かれてるね。
And Kimiko seems okay about it. It's like, well, she just wants to be with you. Nah, I think she's using me as a cushion. Well, based on what we see on the picture, it doesn't look like that's the case.
ケイジ、教えて。
But I thought you were already good at Shogi. You didn't need someone to teach you. Maybe you can teach Keiji something. So he's like, come on, I'm bad at Shogi. You're like so much better that maybe you're supposed to be the one that's you're supposed to be the one that should teach me.
お昼のこと。どうして辛いのにお仕事好きなの？
Oh, so Arne wants Keiji to explain to her about, so why do you want to work even though it hurts? Or like, why do you like working with machines even though it makes you sick? Oh, right, yeah, that, well, I said I'd tell you later, but, you want me to talk about it right now?
何なんでそんな話になってるの？
And in a place where Kumiko and Shino will hear it as well. Well, it just happened to come up. Arne was saying that my condition must make it painful to work with machines.
まあ、動物の毛アレルギーの人がペットショップで働いてるようなもんだしね。
That's true. So yeah, I was in the middle of work and I said we'd talk about it later, but maybe we shouldn't talk about it during the game.
私はいいの。
But I'm pretty sure Shino wants to hear it. And so does Kumiko. So Shino's eyes stay fixed on the board as she speaks, there's a tinge of nervousness in her voice. Even though this is about me.
私も興味あるかな。刑事には悪いけど。
There you go. So Kimiko wants to hear as well. Well, it's not that much of a story, really. I originally started working at the shop because Gramps forced me to help him out. Really? Forced him? I thought he wanted to get some experience with machines, given that he failed his entrance exam to college. There you go. It's like I'm pretty sure Gramps didn't force you to start working there. Well, no, not at all. But I guess I am following his footsteps in a way. So when I started the job, I'd already lost both my parents. But then, Kanai-san already told Kumiko and Shino about it in the last episode, so I wonder why Keiji's bringing it up again. Well, it's fine, and he just reminded me of something nostalgic. But they still want to know the main question, or like, why do you want to work on machines, even though it hurts? I know, it's kind of... At this point, Keiji's dragging the question along. So Shino still isn't looking up from the board. She speaks curtly, as if she's focused on the game, but I know her attention is set on me. Yeah, well, something like that. Oh, I think it's like, well, in the future, when, Gramps passes away, Keiji's gonna have to inherit the shop and he needs to be ready for it. Okay. Well, it wasn't that specific. Well, my dad just told me to use my talent to do something that people would be grateful for. Okay. Well, make it sound like I was just fishing for some compliments, though that's not completely off base. Still want compliments? Says Arne. Well, yeah, I'd rather be praised than scolded, of course. And Dad used to boast about my technical skills a lot. So whenever someone praised me, it was almost as if they were praising my dad as well. It made me happy. But then again, Keiji's dad, he's proud of his son. And it's like, come on, look at my son. He's great. He can do this, and that. And don't you think he's awesome? He will become this person. I can hear a small giggle escape Shino's lips. It was a quiet one, but there was a joyful tone to it. Tinkering with machines was the only thing I really showed a knack for, so I figured I could make myself useful if I carried on with it. Okay. So in a sense, Keiji shouldn't be greedy. It's like, well, I want to show that I'm the best, so I'm going to take on any request, no matter how hard it is. I'm going to show them that I can do it. But of course, then Gramps is like, well, if you can't do it, if it's beyond your limits, you can reject it and tell them sorry I can't do it. It's not like well, then again, it's like if you take more requests, Gramps will make more money. But it's like, well, I don't really care about that. It's just that oh, quiet. I've been making sure to think carefully before accepting jobs as of late.
ケイジはお父さんとの約束のために頑張ってるの?
So yeah, it's like Keiji's like I'm gonna show my dad that I'm gonna be this really excellent person. I can handle any requests, any job, no matter how hard it is. And sometimes some of the jobs are so crazy and ridiculous to the point where even Gramps couldn't handle it as well, and it's like well, that's too much for you. And if you handle a request, it has to be done perfectly, and if you give them a pretty bad job or like a bad result, it's going to make it worse than if you didn't accept it at all. Well, yeah, the promise is one of the main reasons I carry on with my work, at least. It feels good to be useful to people, doesn't it?
でも苦しまなくても、あそこまで頑張らなくても、お父さんは自慢に思ってる。
But in a sense, Keiji should know where his limits are.
ケイジはいい子。
It's like, well, if you can't do it, then don't do it. Just say, just pass it on to someone else. It's like, well, even though you want to make your dad proud, you should know that there's some places, or like you need to be careful of what you are doing. So Arne, what's up with you? You're making me blush. And I wonder if those were words that Shino was supposed to say and Arne stole them. And now Shino's kind of jealous. So Shino speaks up, her gaze still fixed on the Shogi board.
5回目だからアルネの勝ち。
Okay, so it looks like you surrendered, so Arne wins.
もうありません。負けました。
Okay, so Shino admits that she surrendered, and Arne wins for the 5th time.
勝った。ケイジ、褒めて。
Oh, Keiji, are you proud of it? I won again. Yeah, good job. Well, it's not a very good praise, but I'm pretty sure Arne is going to be super excited about it. But then again, poor Shino.
久美子ちゃん。これでも将棋歴長いのに、初めて3日の人に負けたよ。慰めて。
Oh, please help me! I've played Shogi for a very long time, and now I lost to someone that just started with Shogi. So I have feeling it's more like Shino's playing against the computer. And we know how powerful computers are these days.
まあまあ、相手は宇宙からの飛来物ですし。
Well, Kimiko's like, that's okay. You know, Shino, or Arne's very, very smart. She's an alien after all.
はあ、自分の短歌で負けちゃったよ。
And even so, this game is something that we play, and some outsider was able to beat me in it. That's kind of sad. So in the wake of her defeat, Shino drops her shoulders dejectedly.
ああ、もうこんな時間だ。それじゃあ私ご飯の用意してくれね。話はどうぞ続けて。それじゃ。
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go make dinner. I'll forget about this. See you later. So after giving us a half-hearted goodbye, Shino briskly leaves the room without looking at anybody. She's so easy to read. Okay. Oh, sorry. So there are so many feelings swirling around in my chest. People are worrying about me, caring for me, and touching me. But everything is really okay. So is everything okay like this? So a tide of doubt swells up within me, and Arne? I give the girl on my lap a gentle pat. So can I tell you a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay. And Kimiko wants to hear as well. And I wonder if Keiji wants to hide it all from Shino. Because I'm pretty sure Shino will get so emotional and paranoid about it. And that's what Keiji wants to avoid. So I'm glad they answered so quickly. It's almost as if they're pushing me forward, encouraging me to open the door to my memories. Well, but then again, Shino's been with Keiji for pretty much all his life, and I'm pretty sure she knows about it as well. So we're starting at the memories when Keiji was 15. So I was having a look around Gramps' workshop when I received the news. And a ridiculously loud telephone ring tore through the usual whir of machinery. After he answered the phone, all the color drained from Gramps' face, and he told me what happened. I don't think I'll ever forget the expression on his face in that moment. My parents had passed away. It happened at the laboratory where they both worked. There was an accident during one of the experiments, and that was all I was told. And for a while, I wandered around in a haze. And after the funeral, a small private service, Gramps immediately went back to work. Not even 3 days has passed since the phone rang. I was only a child, so to be honest, I could only think of him as some kind of heartless monster. Well, that's kind of true. It's like, Gramps, he just went back to his business as usual in just 3 days. Or less than 3 days. And when I asked about the cause of the incident, no one would tell me. So they just kept telling me that it was pretty normal for scientists to not know much about each other's research because of confidentiality rules. But then again, I wonder about the safety about the laboratories, because each laboratory has some kind of safety. So if you want to use this kind of chemical, you have to be careful about it. If you want to do this kind of experiment, you have to be careful about it. If you're doing a fume hood, you have to wear a lab coat, you have to have goggles, you have to have gloves. And they always train you on lab safety before you enter a laboratory. So, even though people don't know about other people's research, I'm pretty sure safety applies to all the research. And nobody even knew how the lives had ended. And that's why I took it up myself to do research. Well, fortunately, Dad's computer had survived. Using my technical skills and Dad and Gramps' connections, I was able to get my hands on some footage from the scene of the accident. It wasn't from a surveillance camera, but from a camera that used to take records, so the video file was saved on an overseas server. So the creator of the file was recorded as Koji Osaki, and that's my father. So without a moment to lose, I decoded the file, which had been encrypted with multiple layers of security, and pressed play. The video data was shot, and all it showed was a black screen, and there wasn't even any static. But the audio data was still there though. I jammed my earbuds in as close as to my eardrums as possible so I wouldn't miss a single sound.
ケイ君、こんなことになってごめんね。お父さんとお母さん頑張ったんだけど失敗しちゃった。ケイ君と哲司さんには苦労かけちゃうけど許してね。でもきっと大丈夫だと思う。お母さんそう確信してる。だってケイ君はお父さんとお母さんの自慢の子だもん。人に喜ばれることを優先してできる優しい子だもん。だからケイ君は大丈夫。お母さんこれこっちも心配してないよ。本当だよ。お母さんがケイ君に嘘ついたことある？コウジさん大丈夫？ほらケイ君だよ。ケイ君が見てるよ。手を振ってあげて。
I think that's where it cuts off.
会いたいよ。ごめん、ケイ君。お母さん嘘ついちゃった。会いたい。あなたに会いたい。今すぐ抱きしめてあげたい。うちに帰りたい。あなたのいるうちに帰りたいよ。ケイ君、ケイ
And my parents were the ones who taught me all about machines. Under my father's guidance, I was able to repair my precious watch several times, and I even built my own toaster. Ooh. And when I messed up with my remote control plane and nosedived it into the river, Dad retrieved it for me. And when I blasted my bottle rocket through the stranger's window, Mom went over with me to apologize to them. I learned absolutely everything from then: how to make a planetarium, how to look for stars, and how to read a map. Well, everything I am is without a doubt a product of them. And my knowledge, skill, and stubborn will only crystallize thanks to their love, effort, and perseverance. However, after the accident, I started to feel sick every time I touched the machine. So it does remind Keiji of those times. And at times like those, it feels as if my parents are right by my side. And after all, the time I spent with them made me feel, or made me into who I was today. And that's why I love working with machines. It's also the source of my pain, though. It's a sharp reminder of the harsh reality that my parents aren't around anymore. And to be honest, it's painful for me to even look at machines. And after the accident, I fell into depression, and the Accompany family, with whom we were always close to, took me under their wing. So that's Shino. And eventually, Kanai-san came for me and took good care of me. And I failed my college entrance exam because of the state I was in and became even more depressed. Okay, so that's why he failed, and that's a really good reason. So when Gramps saw how much I was faltering, he dragged me to the Osaki Ironworks. He forced me to help out at the workshop, but I flatly refused, telling him I didn't want to. I'm pretty sure he mentioned, you can learn some skills and expertise while you're here. I hate looking at machines. The moment I did, though, Gramps socked me in the face with all he had. Wait, that's not a good way to pull someone into your place. And they told me something. So I'm pretty sure Gramps puts a lot of pressure on Keiji because my son, so that's Keiji's dad, was supposed to have all these skills, but now he's no longer around. You're gonna be the one that bears it.
10年は我慢だ。そうしたら工事の自慢だったお前に戻してやる。わかったか？10年だ。
And it's like, well, if you work with me for 10 years, you're gonna be just like what your dad was. And the pain from his punch disappeared straight away, but his words remained with me. Honestly, I didn't understand what he meant at the time, but he saved me. To an extent. My life had become so dark that I couldn't tell from the right anymore, but Gramps showed me a path through the darkness. He taught me how to walk again. And that's why I continued to do the job despite the pain. So I wonder how Arne feels. I feel like I will be denying my memories of mom and dad if I were to shun machines entirely. And that's why I'm still doing this half-assed tinkering even now. I tend to finish the story there, but I'm getting no reaction from either of my two listeners. Well, I'm pretty sure that they're still digesting all the whole story that Keiji just told them. I guess that was kind of depressing and sappy. I kept dragging it on, and we'll just give them time to react and understand the entire story, and then they'll be able to give their feedback.
そんなことないよ。わかるよ、ケイジ。きっと正確には分かってないけど、でもこの仕事をしたいって気持ちはわかる。
Okay, so Kumiko is able to reply back.
だからあんなにボコボコ叩かれても、ケイジは親方が好きなんだね。
So even though Tetsuji berates Keiji, he does have a very good intention of why. Are you crying?
泣いてない。涙は出てるけど、メソメソしてない。悲しくない。だから泣いてない。
Yeah, fine. Well, anyways, can you guys keep the story from Gramps?
もちろんだよ。言えるものか、言えるもんですか。ね、あるね。言わない。秘密。約束する。
Okay, we'll make sure to keep it a secret from Gramps.
約束です。
Great, I'll trust you on that.
約束。
A moment after she mumbles these words, I feel something wet drip down the palm of my hand. When I look for the source, I see teardrops, normal human teardrops. So he's like, so Arne cries as well? Interesting. Arne?
ケイジはお仕事することで会ってるんだね。会えなかったから。
Yeah, you may be right.
苦しくても困っても大事な人たちを感じるために続けるんだね。
Well, yeah, anyways, I've decided to give my best for at least 10 years. So I wonder how many years has it been at the workshop for Keiji. So my work with machinery, or through my work with machinery, I'm not following the traces of what my parents left behind. Or I'm following the traces. Even if a violent wave of self-loathing invariably sweeps over me afterwards, and I'm hit by the reality of not being here, likely I'm ripping the scab off of a healing wound again and again. 10 years, that's my goal. I pat her reassuringly. So Arne tightly wraps her arms around my body.
春音も目標ある。できた。
Okay, made one. Hmm?
春音も帰りたい。大事な仲間たちに会いたい。感じるの。刑事みたいにすごく会いたいって気持ち。アルネの中にも同じものがあるって分かった。
Okay. So now that Keiji's able to share his personal feelings with Arne and Kumiko, Arne is able to share her feelings as well with everyone else in return, and instead she wishes to go home and see all of her friends again. So I noticed that the video has gone too long, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and we're going to leave Arne's memories and thoughts to next episode. So I do feel that I'm not really sure why the laboratory, they mentioned, because of secrecy, nobody knows what's research going on. But I'm pretty sure there needs to be some level of safety, so every research needs to adhere to some level of safety. And it's because of these safety guidelines that's what keeps researchers safe when working in a very dangerous environment, working with chemicals or other things that might cause injury. And usually with this happens, usually Keiji gets some kind of compensation from the people that ran the laboratory. Because I'm pretty sure they were at fault for or there was something that they didn't want people to know about that caused the accident, like maybe some mishap or some violation. But that's kind of complicated, and that's beyond what Korean Blossom is about, so I'll leave it at here. So with that in mind, I'll see you later.